Hey everyone, it's BrawlFan1, and for today's speed art video, I thought I'd spruce it up a little bit and go ahead and also make it a Q&A as well. I figured it wouldn't hurt. So I do actually have a couple of questions here that I received on Twitter, so without further ado, I'll just go ahead and get right into them. So I actually have 4 questions here specifically from user Dorado Creator. His first question is, if you were to make a completely original work with original characters, what would it be? So I actually do have an idea for a game in mind. Like I have a lot of it fleshed out. Pikayu's actually been helping me with it here and there. I'm not really gonna go into too much detail on it yet, if only because I kind of do want to keep it under wraps for now. I also don't think I'll be able to actually make it anytime soon. I do not have the resources. I'm mostly kind of working on it conceptually. For the sake of if I were ever given a chance to make it, I have an idea ready. Okay. So question number 2 from Eldora, what are your biggest inspirations for content creating? Okay, so this is actually kind of a hard question for me. The truth is, I don't really have like an inspiration. Like I actually received this question as well, like back in college from one of my professors. Like he wanted all of us to like kind of list off like some of our inspirations. I don't really have any. Like I wanted to be an animator and a content creator just because I loved watching cartoons when I was a kid, and not just any one cartoon, lots of cartoons. So I guess for a cop-out answer, like my biggest inspiration is probably just, you know, animators as a whole. Though if I were to make it a little more specific, I guess there is one person who did specifically, maybe not inspire me, but kind of help jumpstart me to start creating content, and that would be Curb Max. Don't bother looking for him, unfortunately, he's no longer on YouTube. I haven't actually seen anything from him in years, but yeah, he was originally a part of that old Sprite community that I used to watch as well as be a part of later on. You know, he did like Kirby sprite videos, like nothing with Flash. Like a lot of people back then, like if they didn't use Flash, they would use a combination of Movie Maker and Paint. But I did very much enjoy his stuff, and I enjoyed a lot of people that he was associated with. But I think he was kind of the one that helped me realize, oh wait, this is just a normal guy doing this, which means I can probably do it too. So I guess I could say that Curb Max was the one that helped jumpstart me to start creating stuff. To say he was an inspiration, hard to, like I said, like, if anything, I have a cop-out answer for that. Inspiration for me is just the animators as a whole. Anyone whose content that I enjoy, I can say is an inspiration to me, not just one person. All right, question 3 from Eldora. List out at least 7 new games you've played recently. Okay. The new games, or just 7 games. I'll just list off the new games. So yesterday I actually just beat Kirby Star Allies. It's actually a pretty short game. But like there's a lot of side content which I'll have to do like over time when I have time. But it was a lot of fun. Like it's Kirby. I don't think Kirby's ever had a bad game. I've loved every single one of Kirby's games that I played. Before that, I was playing a little bit more of Fire Emblem Warriors. I know that's not that came back out in sometime later. I think it was like last November it came out, but it's still fairly new. But I kind of been playing that here and there, doing a bit of grinding for the characters. I am kind of dragging my feet on it right now, though, if only because I really want the Awakening pack to come out, the one that has Tharia, Olivia, and Owain, because Tharia is my favorite Fire Emblem character ever, and I cannot wait to play as her. So like I'm kind of dragging my feet because I don't want like for me to do everything that there is to do in the game and then not have anything to do with Tharia to play with. So yeah, there's that. The last new game that I played before that, I think was Cyber Sleuth, Digimon Cyber Sleuth, Hacker's Memory specifically. That was a very fun game. I loved that game to death. I didn't expect anything less considering how much I loved the first one, but yeah. And before that, I pretty much binged for a while on Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That was a game I did not play Xenoblade Chronicles 1. I have seen Let's Plays of it, and I wasn't interested in getting it at the time. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, however, I don't know why I thought to go ahead and get that, but I did, and I ended up actually loving it. So there's that. Still not sure if I'm gonna pick up Xenoblade 1 though, so whatever on that. Oh, I did also pick up Miitopia recently. I'm not sure if that really counts as a newer game. Like that was a game that I kind of wanted to pick up for a while, but never really had the like a specific urge to until actually Russell started his Let's Play of Miitopia on our Spiffy Needle Geeks channel. So that was kind of the final push for me to actually be able to finally pick that one up. What else did I play? I did I guess these aren't really new games per se, but I did actually go through Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and Birth by Sleep recently because my sister Sophia, she's never seen Kingdom Hearts in action, so I kind of went ahead and I threw in the like the 1.5, 2.5 entire remix, which I guess counts as a new thing. Not really though, but yeah. So I did end up playing those 3 games, and then yeah, we watched the 358 and the Recoded movies. Chain of Memories I didn't bother with. I don't care for Chain of Memories. So now she's like a huge ass Kingdom Hearts fan. Go figure. What have I done? And yeah, that's really all I can think of in terms of newer games as of yet. I know there's more to come soon, like Detective Pikachu's coming out soon. That I'm kind of looking forward to. Alright, so Eldoro's final question. I miss your live streams. When will they return? I want to keep doing live streams. It's kind of difficult for me, mostly because I'm living with my parents right now. Because remember about a year ago, last May. A little before that, I was living with Pikachu, who at the time we were dating. But then we ended up splitting up. So when we did that, I moved back home. So I don't really like live streaming when my parents are home. Not necessarily because of like an embarrassment thing or anything. It's mostly just because my parents have a tendency to calm me down or interrupt me for a lot of different things. And I don't like being interrupted during live streams. I don't even feel comfortable with just using the restroom during a live stream because that's just a couple of minutes of just random open air, and I never know how long my parents may need me. My mom will generally call me down for the most mundane shit. So so yeah, like generally if I want to do a live stream, I want to do it when I have the house to myself. And if I ever do get my own place again, that's probably when I'll start doing them more often. But for the time being, live streams will kind of just be limited to the rare opportunity that I can get when I have the place to myself, which doesn't happen too often, unfortunately. Alright, and the final question that I have is actually from Lightning Warrior 19 on Twitter. His question is, thoughts on the following series: Dragon Ball, SpongeBob, South Park, Simpsons, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Adventure Time, DC, I assume you mean DC Comics, and Hunter x Hunter. Alright, so in that order, Dragon Ball, I really like Dragon Ball. I didn't really get into it until college when I actually marathoned both Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z back to back. That was a fun weekend. But I actually like Dragon Ball more. Like I know people typically prefer Z, but I actually like the original Dragon Ball more. I was watching Super for a little bit, and then I ended up putting it down for some reason. I don't even know why. I was enjoying it. I had no reason to put it down. Probably just because I was busy. I got busy, and that was during the arc that kind of, I guess, filler arc where there was that random purple copy thing that copied Vegeta's body, and now Goku had to fight it. That's the last thing I remember. So and now I'm a little terrified to continue it because there have been so many episodes since then. So yeah, I'll have to pick it back up when I can. I don't know when though. SpongeBob I enjoyed when I was a kid. I watched it a little bit as a teenager, but not as much. And now I just have not seen anything new as of late. Like I loved I loved it when I was a kid. I have not seen any of the new stuff. Not like I've heard mixed things on it, but I just haven't really been bothered to watch it anymore. It did what it did for me when I was a kid. South Park, honestly, I don't like. I ironically really liked it as a kid, but as I got older, I actually found myself disliking it more and more, believe it or not. I don't care for the jokes. I don't really care for what goes on in it. Like, it's just not my kind of thing. Like, I just don't care for South Park anymore. Simpsons, I have no opinion on. I've never actually watched Simpsons, and I never really cared to. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that's a series that I tried getting into. Like, turtles are actually my favorite animal, so you'd think that'd be something that I'd be all on board for, but I don't know. I just never was able to get into it. I don't know why. Like, I watched various episodes of that animated series that was on Foxbox and 4Kids back when that aired, like after school and such, but that's about it. Adventure Time, I didn't actually care for at first, but then Piggy actually had me marathon it with her, and then I ended up falling in love with it. I haven't seen any of the more recent episodes. I need to, though. I actually do really like Adventure Time. DC, I'm actually a Marvel guy myself. Like, I know I can really care so little about anything that is DC, unless it's the original Teen Titans on Cartoon Network. I love that show. And then Hunter x Hunter, I have no opinion on. Like, I've never seen that at all. But yeah, that actually does it for the questions for the time being. And smartly edited right on cue, we have the final artwork for Megidramon, the evil mega form for Guilmon. So with that said, if you guys actually have any questions that you want to ask me at all, anything at all, you can ask me either in the comments below, or you can ask me on Twitter or on Tumblr, anywhere you'd like. And I'll try my best to be sure to answer them for you guys here in these speed art videos. So if you enjoyed what you liked, just hit that fun little subscribe button right there. So with that said, once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.